Welcome back. The Union Cabinet has approved a bill aimed at protecting women, including lax employed as domestic workers, from sexual harassment at the workplace. A crucial clause, though, which said the onus of proving innocence lay with the man, was removed after fears during a cabinet meeting that it could be misused by women. Has this made the bill somewhat counterproductive? And why are some men's groups still saying that this is a sexist bill?
Will they finally feel safer? That's the question being asked after the Cabinet cleared the Sexual Harassment at Workplace Bill, now on its way to being placed in Parliament. The bill in its current draft seeks to protect women employees as well as daily wagers, apprentices and researchers. Every office must have an internal complaints committee and a local complaints committee. While the inquiry is pending, the woman should have the option for transfer or leave from work. The complaint committees are required to complete the inquiry within 90 days. The employer has to take action within 60 days, and employers who fail to comply with the provisions of the proposed bill can be fined up to 50,000 rupees. The bill has been in the works since 2006. The draft was ready by 2010, but it took more than 2 years for it to be cleared by the Cabinet. Activists who have been working on the draft are happy that domestic helps are covered in the draft.
I think this covering them also is a very good thing that has happened. But apart from that, awareness has to be created amongst all women that they have this protection that the Act will provide when it is passed.
A crucial clause which said that the onus of proving innocence lay with the man was removed after fears during the Cabinet meet that it could be misused by women. Many feel this has made the bill somewhat counterproductive.
Yet this clause is going to act against women, and they'll be extremely hesitant to make a complaint. We feel that it would act as a Damocles sword over the victim's head.
The draft can now only be placed in the next session of Parliament, but activists say implementation is key. Because even after a landmark judgment by the Supreme Court in 1997 directing all private and government offices to set up a committee to address sexual harassment complaints, most offices have still not done it. In New Delhi, Tanima Biswas for NDTV.
So does this bill have enough teeth? Will it actually protect women in the workplace? Joining us on the special debate tonight, Ranjana Kumari, Director, Centre for Social Research, former Chairman of the National Commission for Women. We also have two representatives of men's groups who believe the bill is rather skewed against that gender. Swarup Sarkar, founder member of Faith Family Foundation. Also Arun Sethi joining us from Mumbai tonight, founder president of Purush Parivar Adhikar, Suraksha Sangathan. Also joining us, lawyer and activist Malvika and Shaina NC, BJP spokesperson, also joining us tonight. Ranjana Kumari, if I can begin with you, just how significant do you think is this bill going to be? The fact that the onus of proving innocence is no longer on the man, is that going to be going to make it more difficult for women to come forward with their complaints? There's so many cases that go unreported already.
Yeah, I think the first thing that we welcome it, with the bill at least finally is seeing the light of the day, and also this will make really mandatory for all the organizations, institutions, and since the workplace has been enlarged by the definition in the bill, have committees in every different institutions in place. So far they are not in place. But the problem is that, when you say that a woman who has complained will also be punished if found guilty of making a false complaint, or say that onus is not on the man to prove, then what you're doing is putting women again in an environment which is not enabling at all. Already women are not complaining.
This misuse clause,
absolutely,
as it's
women
been talked about,
absolutely
is going to act as a deterrent.
Absolutely, because women, it's very easy to prove that she is wrong. Because with great courage, she will come forward and complain. And then the whole institution can create that environment in which you can always prove her wrong. It's very, very possible because the solidarity between all the male colleagues, and we have seen, and I am on many, many sexual harassment at workplace committees in many prime institutions of government today. And I know while investigating the cases that it is not very difficult for the male colleagues to come together and always try to prove women wrong. And also women are very, very hesitant to complain, because they feel that, you know, they don't have evidence, they do not have any kind of letter written, or sometimes, most of the time, they don't keep any evidence, because these are the things which make them feel very shameful. Sometimes they are very intimidated by these kind of things, so they do not keep any kind of evidence and proof. So it is very easy to prove her wrong.
Do you have the NDTV Profit app? All the markets, all the news in your own homemade, ready-made portfolio available there for you.
We will right now answer what you should sell, what you should buy when markets are down.
Download it ndtvprofit.com/apps. Get the best app from the channel you trust.